Hey guys, today's PR's workout of the day is gonna kick off with our secondary strength. Last month we worked with our base and balance. This month we're progressing into our strength and power. Now, what we wanna focus on for today is we're gonna go through 4 sets, starting with 6 strict press from the rack, going into 5 to 8 push press. Okay, so what we wanna think about is we're gonna build into a challenging effort for the day. We don't necessarily wanna go to a point of failure, but we can use that push press as somewhat of a limiter of how heavy we should go. So we've got that rep range of 5 to 8 reps after our strict press. If you find yourself hitting that high end, that 8 reps, let's increase the weight that challenges us to maybe find the same kind of effort at rep 8, 7 or 8 at rep 5 or 6, okay? So to start off, we're gonna go with a strict press. So once we get that bar off the shoulders or off the rack, think about keeping the elbows not so much high, right? We don't want it to turn into a tricep extension. We want to drop those elbows down, but keep them in front of the elbows, or in front of the barbell, okay? So we want to keep that bar path straight up. Once we finish 6 strict presses, then we can go into our push press. Now, with the push press, we may want to think about not keeping the elbows as underneath the bar, but maybe bringing them up a little bit so the bar is resting on the shoulders, because this is where power is coming into play. We're gonna jump that weight off the shoulders. Remember, 5 to 8 reps here. If you hit 8, increase the weight. We are gonna superset this with a set of 3-point dumbbell bent over rows. Now we're working for 8 reps each side. Now what we wanna do to maintain good position and get ourselves set up, just like anything else, when we bend over to pick something up, hinge at the hips, plant your arm, set your shoulder in place, so that way when I come down to pick up my dumbbell, I've got myself nice and organized. From here, I'm gonna let my shoulder kind of lower down. I'm not dropping myself. Keep my back nice and flat. Focus on pulling through the shoulder, okay? I'm not pulling with my arm, I'm pulling with my whole shoulder blade, then finishing with my arm, okay? We're gonna go 8 on each side. After we're done with 4 sets of this, we're gonna move into as many rounds as possible in 8 minutes, starting off with strict chin-ups for 6 reps, and then we're gonna go into our wall walk, okay? Now, for our strict chin-ups, the big thing is hands are pronated or supinated, palms facing you. If we need to set up for assistance, grab a band, but make sure that we're able to maintain chin clearly over the top, dead hang at the bottom. If we need to scale further, grab a set of rings for some ring rows. Wall walk, good old-fashioned wall walk. We're gonna go from the ground, hands underneath the shoulders, push up, hips back, and then from there, walking yourself in, bringing yourself back down. Now we can use the same standard that we had for the open. If you want to set up a marker as far as 10 inches off the wall, otherwise let's just work on getting ourselves maybe chest or thighs to the wall, but just make sure we don't break and lose position, okay? So we've got 8 minutes as many rounds as possible in 8 minutes, 6 strict chin-ups, and 4 wall walks. Have fun, guys.